I think just first of all, whenever you make trades, one of the hard things for us as a management team, as coaches, Zach aston-reese is a terrific Penguin, and we certainly thank Zach for everything he's done for the organization. Dom Simone as well. Again, it's the hard part of this business is seeing guys that have played hard and done a good job for the organization goals. So again, thanks to Zach and Dom.
Ron, in the weeks and months leading up to this day, yourself and Brian Burke have each said you like the depth of the team, you like some of the pieces you have here, and the idea of maybe trading a prospect or a draft pick wasn't something we were entirely crazy about. Yet you trade away some of your depth, you trade away a prospect and a draft pick. What was it about Rickard Rakell that tempted you to swing the steel despite some of those things?
Typically, when you go into a deadline, you feel like you really have to make a deal, or you don't necessarily have to make a deal. And quite frankly, I didn't feel like we had to make a deal. I didn't anybody on our staff up there. But if we can improve the team, we certainly owe it to our players and the organization. Everything's got to fit together, and quite frankly, with our cap situation, it's not easy to fit things together. If we could have kept two players that we moved, we would have loved to, but in a cap world, things have to change. So we felt like our secondary scoring has been a little bit of an issue. It's came to life a little bit lately, but I think whenever you can add to it, we think Rickard adds a lot to our group in terms of the skill part of the game, and really makes us, certainly in our top 9 and our top 12, makes us a lot deeper. It gives Sully some good options on the wings and also in the middle. So we're excited about the acquisition, and hopefully he'll be here to play tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Ron, just when you look at Rakell, is there something that he brings that you feel like complements the style of play in terms of the Penguins, how he fits stylistically he'll fit? And I know this would be a Mike Sullivan question, but do you envision him fitting in on a particular line before?
I'll leave that one to Sully. It's your problem now. No, we like his skill set. He plays with speed, he can play a fast game, so we feel like he's going to fit in real good with our group here. And again, whenever you can add to your scoring, it's hard to score in this league, so when you can add a player on Rickard's resume, put him with our players, we feel like we're a better team right now than we were earlier this month.
Dan, all right?
Ron, the prices before the weekend seemed pretty steep. Was there a time when you just wanted to hang up the phone, or maybe thought you were going to and not do anything?
Yeah, I didn't know we were going to do anything the whole time. Like I said, we value the assets we have, and but if something came along that made sense, again, we had cap issues, so we had to work through that. But I didn't know probably until early this afternoon. I thought we had the sense that we were going to make the legs on that.
Taylor?
And Nathan Beaulieu, what kind of a player are you getting into him, and do you have a sense of when he might be healthy and how you might be able to use him down the stretch?
Yeah, he's going to be a while. That's more of a depth acquisition for us. He plays a real hard game, physical, box and out things. So we felt like he was a good fit with our group. Again, the physical, rugged nature that he plays with is what certainly would attract us to him.
Jeff?
Ron, going forward now with this team, with the 2 additions today, how strong do you feel about this group moving forward?
Well, I mean, we've felt really good about it. I mean, the last few games, I think we've really gotten back to the way that we like to play and to the level that we're capable of playing as a group. That didn't influence necessarily today. You could have said, "Oh, we're playing so good right now, maybe we don't make an acquisition." But we really like this team, and there's a few teams that obviously have a chance of doing something special. We feel like our chances are better now than they were yesterday. But it just, like I said, everything's got to fit together. You got the cap, you got the assets that you're giving up, you got the fit on your team, and that's why it's hard to. We weren't just going to add a player. The player had to fit into our group, and we feel like this player does. It adds the type of dimension that we wanted to add.
Wes in the middle?
Ron, you said multiple times now that you didn't feel pressured to make a trade here, but when you see a lot of the bigger trades kind of concentrated among the top of the Eastern Conference, how much does this help still kind of keep you kind of aligned with the rest of the conference there?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of deals made, and really until they flush out. You're not sure how much every piece helps every team. I mean, sometimes you see teams that don't make deals, and I think Pittsburgh actually one of the years didn't make a substantial deal and end up winning the cup. So I don't think it's you have to necessarily make a deal because other teams are making deals, or you feel like you got to keep up with a certain team. We just, again, we kind of look within ourselves and say, okay, where are we at? We know we have a good team. We believe we're going to make the playoffs, and we just wanted to add a piece. But again, it had to fit. It had to make us a better team, and what we're giving up had to make sense. So, you know, obviously, a second-round pick and Kelly playing. Kelly's a good young goalie. Anaheim got a good young goalie there. It's one of the deeper parts of the organization, so we felt like we could afford to give it up, but we certainly didn't want to.
Mike?